Good morning guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video for Motorhome Retrofits. In today's video, we are talking about this 2024 Peugeot. It's a dreamer motorhome that's been professionally converted. We don't see many Peugeots through the door, admittedly. We work on lots of these sliding door converted vehicles, but the majority are Fiat, which I'm sure you've heard me say plenty of times before. Now, this particular customer is a regular customer of ours. This is now, in this particular stage, this is stage 2. Stage 1 for him was Pioneer head unit, triple audio, and that includes subwoofer, speakers, amplifier, sound deadening. And to tie it all together today, we've done stage 2. So that included our hugely popular FM and DAB active body mounted antenna. Now, this is one of the only antennas that we've been able to source and get hold of on the market that is designed specifically in a way for a commercial vehicle or a motorhome. It's bolted through the wing and uses the metal as a ground or a ground plane, and that then earths the antenna. The FM and the DAB separate leads go through to the head unit, and there's a 12-volt amplification fly lead that goes on there. Now, this is an adjustable whip, so you can unscrew this, and if you want to, you can put it down, it's no big deal. But it was designed originally for the vehicles that had the slanted roof, so that if you weren't fitting it onto a horizontal or vertical surface and you were fitting it onto a diagonal, the aerial that would then angle up and sit there and look nice. So therefore we've repurposed it for these types of installation. Now, a lot of motorhomes that come through the door aren't always metal, so therefore we can't fit them. This is a perfect solution to a problem where a lot of antennas are built into the wing mirror and then have things like this over the top covers, which make them even more poor in terms of reception. Okay, so that's the FM and DAB body mounted antenna. We've also fitted a set of our front side steps for the motorhome. As much as this customer didn't want them, he needed them, so therefore he said, as soon as I've got them, I'm sure I'm going to appreciate them. He just didn't want to put himself into that category of needing them yet. To be honest, we've got a resident motorhome here and we've got a set on our motorhome and I use them all the time. So no big deal, but makes a massive difference in getting in and out the vehicle. Number 3 on this particular vehicle, again, very unusual for a vehicle to come through the door with factory fitted fog lights, but we've removed the factory fitted fog lights that were then only halogen and only used when there's fog, which is probably very rare. So what we have done is we have now fitted our hugely popular 4 LED daytime running lights. So I'm going to jump in and put the ignition on. When the ignition is on, they are on full brightness, and it just increases your visibility on the road. And for me, I think if you're in a motorhome, whether you're pulling out of a junction because you're slower than other vehicles, having that visibility enhanced or improved or increased on the road is a big benefit. When you turn your side lights on or your headlights on, then these will dim back down to us. Well, they dim by around about 30–40%, so as not to dazzle other drivers at dusk or driving at night. So I'm just going to jump in now, I'm going to switch them on. So depending on what height you are looking at the light unit, there's 4 LEDs in there. They are cool white. Now, if you were to dip down the camera or the camera was to get in at that particular height, you will find that they are incredibly bright. Now, if this vehicle is coming towards you and didn't have a set of these, then yes, okay, appreciate that it's a big white motorhome coming towards you, but having the 4 LEDs on each side lit up, letting you know that they're there for me, is a big safety gain. Now, we've got 2 of those, one on the left, one on the right, replaces the fog lights, and also on this particular model, because the customer wanted it all color coded, these rings come in black. We sent them down to the body shop and they have been color coded to match the vehicle, which looks nice and neat. With the side lights, so I'm just going to jump round to the vehicle now and I'm going to turn on the main headlights and you'll see those lights dip down. I don't have a glamorous assistant to help me today, so I've had to do it myself. Now, what happens is rather than normal daylight driving, turn on the headlights, the light output reduces significantly, and that's so that you don't dazzle other road users on the road. Now, just to tie in with the lighting theme, we're also going to show you the brand new rear LED VanX lights that we have fitted onto this vehicle today, and they look good, but they're only compatible with the sliding door conversion. So whether that's Fiat, Peugeot, Citroën, doesn't matter, you've got to have that type of vehicle for these to fit on, but we're going to show you those now. Right, so if you had a sliding door converted motorhome or a commercial van, doesn't have to be a motorhome or a camper, it can just be a standard panel van that you just want to make it look a little bit more stealthy, then chances are that your rear lights would look like this. I'm sure there's a couple of different variants because this is a 24 plate vehicle, and even though 2022 the Ducato 7 moved on to the Ducato 8, the rear light clusters hadn't really changed that much. Now this is a standard, so this is offside, right hand side, driver's side, and this is a standard halogen lamp unit. So all of the bulbs in here are halogen and nothing special and not very bright on the reversing lights. So what we've now done is we have fitted these super new smoked LED lights, very sleek, almost question mark look LED side light. We've then got the LED fog light, LED reverse light, LED indicator and the brake lights. So I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump to the front of the van and just put a combination of those lights on. As I was reversing in, Sammy would have shown you some of that already up on the screen. If not, then you'll be able to see that as the vehicle reverses in to see what they look like. Obviously, depending on the vehicle, they might suit a white van like this better than others. It's all down to personal preference. If you've got a black grey or a black van or a grey van, it might not work for you, but to be honest, having that stealthier look on the road again might appeal to you as well. Let me go and turn them on. So fancy dynamic indicators, and again, whoever designs these things must put some effort into whether they want them to scroll this way or up. With indicators, you want as much visibility as possible, and because of the smoked tint on here, you want them to be as long as possible rather than just 3 or 4 LEDs on here, not very bright. I'm just going to whip to the front now and put the reverse lights on. Now, if I put the reverse lights on, let's just turn the hazard lights off. If I put the reverse lights on like so, hopefully now you've got dual reverse light on both sides. Again, LED, which will be probably a lot brighter than the halogen one that came off. And then I take it out of reverse. I'm going to put the brake on. So there we go. We've got the brake light on as well. And if I've got my headlights on, which I have, I can turn on the rear fog light as well. So we're going to leave the rear fog light on, put the hazards on, put it into reverse, pop the brakes on. So that's all of the available lights switched on and working. And then in a few minutes, we're going to do a completely separate video for these new lights, just to be able to show off these, just in case you're interested. So as you can see, lots of upgrades on this video, and on this vehicle, from the FM and DAB antenna to the front side steps, the front DRL fog lights and the rear lights, and that is then to complement already the work we've done with the dual lens reversing camera, the Pioneer head unit Navi station, and then the triple audio. If you're interested in any of these products that we do on our videos, please get in touch with us via the website on the contact form. We'll be happy to answer any questions you've got and also provide a quote. And as usual guys, thank you for watching.